Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to World of Tanks. I am here in the KV-5, and once again, sorry for the replay bugging out. I don't know why it does that, but it's not so bad this game. But double replay glitch. Press the C button. But here in the KV-5, because who doesn't like the KV-5? So here in our wonderful little KV-5 on a Ruinberg in a just about tier 9 game, but really, it's really a tier 8 game, to be honest. There's a T10, aka IS-8, and an M103 on our team as the tier 9s, and they have an E75 and a Type 4 Heavy, so yeah. Type 4 Heavy I'm sort of more worried about than the E75, because it's a Type 4 Heavy, it's a Japanese Heavy, and we all know how fair and balanced those are. So, I'm moving down here because, you know, Stronk KV-5, where better to go than to the base, or well, to the centre of town, because you know, that's where all the heavy tanks go, and I am after all a tier 8 Heavy, so yes, moving up, WZ111, over there, pops around, gets smacked for half of his health. I put a nice shot into him, aiming for the drive wheel. He fires and bounces off me. I don't manage to reload in time to actually get another shot at him, which is a shame, but still, we're moving up here. T10, moving up, gets smacked by something, that Type 4 Heavy, and then I'm like, oh great, it's a Type 4 Heavy. So aiming up on this KV-3, fire, bounce, yeah, it wasn't a very good shot. I wouldn't have penetrated that, even if I had APCR loaded. But so that KV-3 is side-scraping himself, but I can see his track, and so aiming up on the track, fire, bounce, do nothing, except for probably damage his track again. But still aiming up on his track, I then get hit by the WZ111, have my track blown off, and then I'm like, oh dear. Luckily that Type 4 Heavy appears to be reloading, still aiming up on this KV-3, fire again, goes high, bounces once again. And then the Type 4 Heavy, he fires at somebody else, it wasn't me, luckily, and I then blow off his track. The Tiger 2 is getting hit by numerous other people. WZ111, I really want to kill him off, so here I go, charge, take this WZ, bang, fire, bounce, oh dear. Luckily he didn't get shot at by anyone else, namely that Type 4 Heavy. He snaps his shot at me, sails right past me, and hits the wall. IS-2 finishes off the WZ, and, well, actually that was the enemy IS-2 killing off the WZ. I fire at the IS-2, only blow off his track, which is really annoying, go for the ram, but somebody else kills him off. Panther 88, fire once at him, ramming speed, charge, and I really didn't want somebody else to get this kill, so I fire at him before just ramming his dead corpse. M41, Grand Finals Edition pops out, I fire, I miss, he fires at somebody else, probably the IS or something. But still waiting for this M41, but no, he's not popping out anywhere. And, well, you see down there at around G1, there's a Super Pershing. Now, there's two of those at the on their team, and, well, they'll become the main source of my annoyance later on. But I do get a nice shot into that M41, somebody else blows off his tracks, and then, well, he just dies. But here is where we start to run into problems with those two enemy Super Pershings. So, there's that TVP VTU that I really want to kill off. I fire at the side the Type 4 Heavy, do nothing, even though it says I can penetrate, but oh well. Then, well, the VTU, the TVP even, just doesn't realise that I'm here, backs up, gets smacked by a 107mm Russian shell, and dies. I move up here, yeah, hello Mr. Type 4 Heavy, I can't do anything to you, fire, bounce, nothing. Trying to circle him, then he's like, oi, what are you doing? And I fire at him, I do nothing, he fires at me at some point. I'm sort of face-hugging him. He fires, he misses, and I back up and one shot straight into the side of his tank at point-blank range. surely has to penetrate, so there we go. Now, here's the other enemy, Super Pershing. He fires at me, he does. He misses. I fire at him, I blow off his track. So I'm now hiding behind the wreckage of our friendly Tiger 2, and I aim up on him. I fire, I hit his gun mantlet, he fires at me, he penetrates. So yeah, he's now popped into cover. There's still this friendly M103, but, well, there's still that other enemy Super Pershing over there. So, whilst I'm trying to get my massive Russian tank out of the way of that Freedom Pershing, I'm going to go and assist this M103. So there's Super Pershing, obviously, you know, trying to get off this M103, and then I'm like, no, not having this. Do not worry, comrade. I then fire and miss, and then I'm like, oh dear. So this other Super Pershing has bounced off me. Now this Super Pershing is obviously going to go for the M103. I fire, I bounce. He fires, he probably hits the M103 there. So I'm now aiming up on the known weak spot of the Super Pershing. M103 fires, hits that Super Pershing. I fired and bounced off of him. Other enemy Super Pershing has now killed off the M103. Now they're thinking, it's very easy. This is only silly Russian heavy tank, big stupid heavy tank. So I fire. I manage to penetrate with a non-aimed shot, and I'm now protecting myself from being shot at by the two of them. Now I can only be shot at by the one of them. I fire at him. I bounce. He fires at me. He bounces. So we're now face hugging. I fire straight into his turret ring. He fires at me. Yeah, he knows where to hit the KV-5. I ram him, do 111 damage, and then fire into his cupola. I'm waggling the turret. Bounce one shot. The other shot, yeah, well, they're aiming for my small turret. I aim for the big, massive known weak spot of the Super Pershing and kill him off. And now this guy's ran out of his friends. So there's only him and the M12 left. The rest of the team have been picking apart the others. So I'm now on 584 health. I've killed off one Super Pershing. I'm now suddenly on 4 kills. I look at my kills, my score, and then I'm like, wait, when did I get these kills? Fire, blow off this other Super Pershing's track, and then I'm like, damn it. I just like blowing off tracks, don't I? And then he blows off my track. I aim, I hit the one place that you're not supposed to hit the Super Pershing, which is right in the mantlet. He fires at me, he bounces, because, it's a big scary Russian tank, and then a T-54 Mod 1 finishes him off. And yeah, well, I'm never going to be able to find this M12, even though I do have a 40km/h top speed limit. And the KV-5 can actually reach that, but, well, yeah, there's only artillery left. I move up, trying to spot him, thinking, well, where could he be? He's bound to be over here somewhere. Yeah, he's going to be over there, and then bang, there he is. Aim up on him, aim up, fire, hit, manage to kill him off. So, there we go. There is 5 kills in our KV-5. So, in our Stronk KV-5, we got an ace tanker, mastery badge, steel wall, because of those Super Pershings, meant that I got 2,070 damage blocked, with, I didn't write down how many shots I bounced, but, well, you saw that I bounced it many a shot, because it is, after all, a strong KV-5. So, yeah, 2,070 damage blocked. Myself, I did 2,938 damage that game, with an extra 1,025 spotting damage. I also completed Heavy Tank Mission 11 in that game. You can see exactly where that Super Pershing hit me, which is right in the machine gunner turret. There were a couple of bounces there, as you can see. But 66,396 credits after repair resupply, 52,094 credits, 1,437 XP, doubled for the first one of the day, plus 144 for being premium vehicle meant I got 3,018 XP. So, that was the KV-5 on Ruinberg. I'll thank you for watching, and goodbye.